What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Sterling Max here with a different kind of video for you today. Today, I am trying to break 40 on the front nine of Pebble Beach from the black tees with moderate wind, hard pins, and pro greens. And here we are, starting on the beautiful first hole. Dog leg to the right. My ball's a little bit of a fade as a lefty, so I'm going to try to aim this at the right side of the trees and have it curl back into the fairway. And I got a hold of it pretty good. Started it up just right of the trees and comes right back into the fairway. About 50 or so yards for my second shot. Not too bad. Now this is pro green, so I have to hit this a little bit past the hole. Give myself a chance to maybe keep this on the green, but it's so slippery, as you can see right here. It just keeps on going. Oh, so close. And I don't think it's going to hold the green. Yep, and we're just off the front. Okay, got a little 5-yard chip here. Not going to putt it because still not too sure about these pro greens yet, so chip gives me the best chance to hole out for par. And that's what we do. Par on the first hole, not too bad. And here we are on the second, par 5. And really got a hold of one, but unfortunately, I think it's leaking out a little bit. Yeah, to the left. Short of the bunker, but 230 from the hole. And second shot, unfortunately, this 3-wood gets away from me. And I ended up pulling it all the way to the right of the hole. And just getting the worst bounce ever. Left with about 70 yards to the green for eagle. Trying to get this over that sand trap and still just hold that green. I got the height I wanted on it, but unfortunately it didn't carry enough. About 5 yards too short. So we're left with about 8-yard chip for birdie. Just get it in the air and let the greens do the rest. And we're left with about 1.5 feet for par, which we hole out. And we're on to the third, dogleg left, 400 yards. This suits my fade just perfectly. And we managed to land one in the fairway. If you're enjoying this content, please remember to drop a like and subscribe for more. It really helps the channel grow. We're on our way to 100 subscribers, and you can get on board the Sterling team for that. As we have our third shot here from about 70 yards. Just past the hole, trying to spin it back. Not too bad. Our first real look at birdie today. The 9-footer for bird. Little left to right. And I don't quite give it enough steam, and it just tails off to the right. But we'll take a par. 3 pars in a row to start. Not too bad. All right, fourth hole, water on the right, short par 4. Let's keep this ball to the left. Just left of the bunkers. Not too bad, 70-yard shot. There we go. Just up. And center of the green. It's about the best we can do. Alright. 13-footer left to right. Let's see if we can get it there. Excuse me, this one's right to lefter. And we made it for birdie. Not too bad, not too bad. So we're 1 under through 4 as we come to this diabolical 5th hole. Never really want to play it out to the right, even though it suits my shot shape. So I usually end up going right at the hole and letting it fade to the left, playing whatever chip I get, or if I manage to hold onto the green, long testing putt. So we're off with a 29-yard chip, downhill all the way to the hole, so we really have to be careful, and just landed on the green. Let it roll, and fortunately, it stops to within about 2 feet. And we tap in for our par. Always glad to escape this hole with a par. 1 under through 5, and we are at the 6th. And unfortunately, the view was so good, I decided to hit my ball all the way into the ocean. Ugh. And leave ourselves with a testy drop here. It's just, saw it was about 230 yards to the hole, so I decided not to replay it and just take the drop. Just keep this ball well left. A little too far left, it turns out. But it's safe, it's on land. So we're left with about 85 yards here for birdie. And I get a hold of one really nicely. Just at the hole, and it peels back. Leave me with a decent shot at par, about 8 feet. So let's see what we can do with this putt. Straight in, and we managed to save it. That filled me with confidence, but I needed it coming to this hole. We're playing a little bit with the wind coming off the right, 114 yards downwind. And unfortunately, it doesn't hold, and we are OB on the right. So we have to take our drop, which we decided to do here, leaving us with about, I think this is about 60 yards? Yeah, 53 yards. Let's see how we do. Ooh, really wanted to make sure that these are still at 100, because if you ever get to a sand wedge and you're in the bunker and you just hit one for 120%, it's the worst feeling in the world. So always make sure your clubs are at 100% if you play them that way. And this one's a little long, just over the back. Unfortunate. Now we're chipping for bogey here. 11-yard chip. Always testy on pro greens. A little downhill. Tiny bit downhill. Just got to get it started. Let the greens do the rest. And there we go. Saving our double. And that takes us from 1 under to 1 over through 7. Diabolical 7th hole. And now we're on to the real testy holes on the front, 8 and 9. These holes are just so difficult. Decided to stay with the 5 wood here. Off the tee as it's a little downwind. I didn't want to hit through with the 3 wood, so set ourselves up with about 196 yards. I think we took a 6-iron here, and this is probably the best shot I hit all day. Absolutely nailed it. Just over the bunker, lands to 12 feet from the hole. Still, this hole is so diabolical. This is such a fast putt. And unfortunately, I think I hit this one about 12 inches outside left when it needed to be above 5. And it just keeps on going. There's no stopping these putts when they're above the hole. You got to come at them from below the hole if you want to score well. And this left me a testy 9-footer for par. Unfortunately, curled out just to the left, leaving me to make up for it with a bogey. So the 8th hole claims another victim as I take a bogey, but still, if I score anything better than a bogey here, I'll manage to come out of this with a 40, or less than 40 rather. As we have our drive here on the 9th. Pretty good spot up on the left. Let it trickle down to the right. Really good ball. But we're still left the monster 231 yards in. This is a huge par 4. And I took a hold of this 5 wood. I thought I really had it. I had it online for my fade, but unfortunately it never came back. And it stayed right outside, right edge of the green, leaving me with a testy uphill 30-yard chip, or pitch rather. Can't really see the hole. All I can see is the top of the pin. Let's take a look, and it's all downhill, or excuse me, uphill all the way to the hole. So I know I have to get it there. So I give it enough to try to get it there. And unfortunately, it just lands right at 30 yards and trickles all the way off the green, just to the fairway right here. But I decided to chip, as I don't want to run it all the way down past the hole. This gives me a much better chance of making par, controlling that ball speed, or excuse me, making bogey rather. And that's what we end up doing. So we managed to make it through 39. We just barely beat 40, which was our goal. We hit 6 fairways, which wasn't bad, but 3 greens is not very good. Not very good for a front 9. But if you enjoyed this, please drop a like, subscribe for more of this content. I'm Sterling Max, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.